One thing that we can talk about here in the pregame is if you do not already know, we have a Sixes League that's coming up here pretty shortly. Starting in July, you got about a month to register. We already have over 65 teams registered, looking about 6 to 7 invite teams already signed up. It's looking fantastic. And this is a time to get in. We are looking to have a very nice prize pool. Maybe up to $8,000, maybe $6,000. Really just depends on how many players we get signed up for the first season. But you can sign yourself up and save 20% off for the next 2 days, tonight and tomorrow. I guess you only have one more day, but here we go. We're live. Let's go. Finally, a game is here. This is the Specimens versus Invidus on Cascade Week 3 matchup. I'm Sigafu, as we got the Specimens out on blue, coming out to this mid. It's going to be BM rolling out here at the same time as Nerdaloid, as it looks like he's going to back up. Both of them are going to be backing up to reconnect with their medics, as JJ Slim taking over the underneath area.
Very aggressive drop down coming out from BM and Triple, as they do get taken out by the spam of Highway and Nerdaloid. Nerdaloid does get stabbed up by Dongo, but early on it looks like the point control has kind of gone back as both teams have lost crucial members. But we do see Invidus walking forward first, as they will get this first mid capture, surprisingly, taking this mid with really good focused spam gameplay coming out. But we do see TS looking to re-push here with what they have.
Yeah, they are. Rain's going to take down one early on here. Dongo behind Korean Distraction as BM pushes forward. Gets a lot of damage onto Proton, as that's going to force that sniper to have to back up. Dongo drop stabs onto Michael, the engineer, as he's going to go down from the pyro. But yeah, Chalk coming in there, dropping down from that far right-hand side during that mid-fight helped him out. But looks like Invidus is going to lose a point, and it's going to be the Specimens who are going to catch back up. So a good mid-fight, but yeah.
Yeah, Tacos did not build properly, so they didn't have Uber to contest that the first time. Now they do have Uber, so they're going to pop the cross point.
And here they go. It's going to be returned in kind. About 40% better Uber charge here for Blue, but looks like they're not really going to get too much with it. Yeah, and Highway, yeah. I guess Highway
has great
does go down.
positioning here.
He's dropping down. Evil comes in at the same time, and they're going to come down with the point.
Yeah, it was a good collapse in. Highway bombed in, distracted, bought a lot of space. Chalk dropped out of that window and forced the rest of the TS combo out to back out, and they do manage to take the point back. Tacos with a small advantage, only 10%, so will not be anything to push off of. But either way, great mids coming out from Invidus so far, and they have taken control. TS looking to do some drive pressure here to try to get some pressure in. We just see bombing from JJ.
And there's no Demoman, though, currently for the team. Holding on, but great reflect, taking down BM, but the point will go down in the favor of the Specimens. Highway's getting some decent damage down as the Spy is looking to make a play, but Evil did get killed there on the backside. Highway is going underneath of the point right now with Chalk. They're going to go for a submarine play with the whip. Here comes the heavy from underneath. He's going down to BM with the soldier. The Meg gets popped up, and down they go. The Uber's going to be coming out here as they're going to take down BM. But the Uber charge is just coming up for Toy, and are they going to try to contest
all they have
this?
is Soldier Scout Engineer. It's going to be a flank Uber.
Taco's so low, but he's going to be able to just barely get back out to grab that med pack. But the teleporter is up here for the team that doesn't have the points, so they've got those fast respawns, and they're using it to get forward so quickly. Evil's going to go down, and as fast as Invidus took it is as fast as they lose it.
Yeah, and Toy kept his Uber there, so with a 50% add is TS, they're going to even out the time here in a few seconds. And Invidus should be keen to just build here and make a repush, as those have been working out for them so far. But sniping falling on Michael is going to delay the drive pressure, but they're going to try to get a force here with their flank. Not going to work out too well. We just see Highway and Nerdaloid go down, as that force will not work. It's perfectly fine for them, though, as they're just waiting on this Uber.
Yeah, not too bad, and they pick up a couple more there. Make that 3 kills as Fallen Lord goes down. Fallen, that's enough to push off of right there. You're seeing Proton is taking a lot wider angles. Here's some Chalk. TS is going to have to be forced to pop here. Triple is back underneath, going for a submarine play right now. Not getting too much damage down, as he is going to have to back out. Uber comes out for the red side as well, but they have to be careful. Tacos is running to Triple, but he had his melee out rather than his gun. He might have been able to pick up that kill as Invidus pick up this point, but how long can they hold on to it?
They did keep their medic alive. You said Tacos did not get taken out at the end there. It was great cleanup by Josh to get those 2 picks from underneath on the flanking players. Fallen entry snipe onto Proton's going to buy them space to walk in. They're going to try to just walk in here. Chalk's been doing so much work in this window, and JJ Slim gets immediately shredded out trying to contest it. So now, triple stab too. So they don't really have any ground to stand on. Evil fails his, or Dongo fails his backstab rather, onto the medic. As we do see, they have more damage here, so they'll be keen to just hold on to this point. Neither medic has Uber yet, but Toy has gotten himself about a 15% advantage from building faster, so they will be keen to pop that off as soon as they get their respawns. Down on time now, RTS.
Yeah, this is much better coming out of Invidus. This is the first time we've really seen them hold on to the point consistently. and now they're underneath 60 seconds as Deldango is getting himself into position, goes for the decloak. He's going to go for the sniper, but he gets spotted out there, and so down he goes. And so here we go, TS coming to walking across point 100% for each side, as Fallen Lord does have the sniper advantage, but here comes in Peanut as he's going to blow everybody back right now, but are they going to pick up any post frags? They're only about 20% better. They're going to lose one. Tacos gets popped up, does decent surf, but it's being Fallen, landing the body shot, but Peanut pushes back onto the point. He's going to get backstabbed there by Deldango, and so they lose so many here, and looks like TS will come back down with the point, but only 30 seconds left on the clock for Invidus.
Fallen Lord really just single-handedly won that fight for his team. He got the entry sniper pick, he made the medic drop the dome man, and he kills the medic on the back end as well, so great play from him coming in. With that medic pick at the end, they will have about a 50% advantage coming in, and they are down about a minute in time, as Invidus only has 18 seconds left, so one more recapture should do it for them, but they need to either force the Uber out of Toy or get a pick on him, or just get some good pre-fight picks like they did last time. That will not happen so far though, as Fallen gets entry snipe onto Proton.
Yeah, Pablo gets popped up. Nice pipe there from Nerdaloid as the Spy Evil gets spotted out there. 45 seconds left on the clock here as they have a 50% Uber advantage. Toy holding very aggressively on this point. Here comes in Nerdaloid with a bomb. He wants to go for it. Toy gets popped into an awkward position, but no one else is there to follow up on the damage. Highway pushing in, but it's on the wrong side. He's going to go down as well. Tacos has to surf all the way out there as he goes down to half HP. J Slim is going to try to go back in, but it's going to actually be Peanut who's going to be able to reflect anything coming in at him. Evil's getting himself into position right now. 20 seconds left on the clock here as he gets spotted out, so no spy here for Invidus as they need to push. 15 seconds left. Nerdaloid back up, but Deldango picks up the frag there as Chalk is going to drop down to try to chase him out.
Snipe!
And Tacos goes down. Huge plays. 5 seconds. Toy gets bombed in, gets the force off, but they need to get capture time onto this point, and that's going to be it. Surely here is the Specimen just clean up frags there.
It's a very close first round coming in, and Fallen, the Savant as usual, really just does everything his team needs him to. Medic drop at the end there secures the round for his team without having to try. And either way, first round coming in for TS, but it's definitely a lot closer of a game than we all expected so far.
Yeah, this is, I mean, as we said, this team, Invidus, they took a round off of KD, and that's no slouch to do in a Koth map, and they're looking strong here out on this mid fight as well as they take down triple. Both teams lose heavies, but Invidus looking much more strong in their positioning, but BM is not taking it lightly as he's pushing back out onto this point. He wants to try to take some ground for his team, and looks like it's going to be a little bit of a battle here as either side is holding behind a rock.
Yeah, Invidus does this thing where they go really aggressive on mid-fights. Chalk drops out of window and tries to walk at triple, and they try to get one pick, and they do get the pick, but if they aren't able to collapse properly and save players or get more than 1 for 1, it looks like TS have the advantage pushing back in. So it's a good attempt and a good strategy coming in from Invidus. They seem to execute it a bit cleaner, and we'll see them take more mids like they did in the first round.
And so right now, they have about a pair advantage here for Invidus, but it's a question of how do they want to attack this. Both teams sitting at 100%. And looks like Invidus walking across the point. They're going to pop the Uber very early. They need to get a force off, and finally it will be popped on the blue side. About 40% better Uber for the blue. Peanut doing some good reflex. JJ Slim going really low as he's going to get flashed there. Deldango going for a decloak onto Chalk. He's going to get the backstep as you see Proton the sniper, but big bomb in from high. Oh my goodness, what a huge hit there from the soldier popping him up, but it's going to be for naught as Tacos go down. Everybody else get cleaned up. And what was a beautiful play gets absolutely denied on everybody else.
And the point doesn't go over either, so the time's still ticking for TS here. They got reset themselves, even with a good reset onto TS's combo, and TS now with a 1 minute advantage. Ubers will be even coming out, but they do have defenders advantage right now with Fallen on that point being such a big threat. They will try to walk forward. Proton goes down early, so that Fallen will now have an open SVS matchup to go up against. He will get stabbed back and traded, so no snipers in means everything can go to hell coming soon, as Invidus looking to push on the point with that.
Evil's getting himself into position if he wants to go for a decloak. I actually think it's better that they didn't capture that point because it allows them to push up. If they did capture the point, it would have been recaptured instantly. And now they actually have a chance to go hold on to it, but they're not going to do that when they lose Tacos as BM pushes forward alone on his team on that far left-hand side and just lands the pipes, lands the stickies, and everybody dead pretty much for Invidus as they're going to lose this point. Level 3 Sentry getting up for Rain right now. directly behind the point, and that's just going to add another thorn in the side of Invidus.
Ooh, Del Dongo with the spawn frag on the tacos. And while that is nice, they didn't really need it. It's just a delay because Toy already has full Uber advantage. I want to talk about what happened there because Invidus was looking to push on point, but they lost a couple players. Del Dongo was peppering tacos from bats, and he was forced to walk into a sticky bomb, and that caused the initial death that he got spawn camped right off of. So a bunch of time being lost because they just aren't focusing the targets that they need to.
Oh, tacos! Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me? He bombed in, popped him up, hit the air shot, and then Tacos goes down from the crater. Insane! I mean, he knew it. He had the timing down. He blind jumped in onto the teleporter.
They just popped crits for fun, really. They didn't really need to. Tacos died again.
But wow, just great plays coming out here from the Specimen, as this is the game they needed to run. They're going to lose this point
as
Toy goes down.
That was a bit of a throw push, but at this juncture, they're pretty okay, too. They're a minute and a half ahead, and they have time to spare. PM will go for this force on Tacos, doesn't manage to get it. Del Dongo in now, looking for the Pyro. Will get that one before dying. So it's a bit of a fun games being had for TS, but they will be able to come back here. Invidus has a chance to stabilize. They have an Uber advantage, so if they're able to hold one push, we might see them back in the game very shortly.
It looks like Proton's going to go down here. Great
dropped.
spam. Yeah, from JJ Slim. Oh, JJ just
JJ.
He gets it again. I mean, that's just a tiny little baby air shot, but still, very nice play. But Chalk from behind, he takes down Toy. So respond in kind. And so it's actually going to be a 5v5 fight. BM very low. He's going to go down, and they're not going to capture this point more than likely. Nerdaloid, he's going to push forward. Triple is going to be forced to go underneath. Johnny's trying to edge the point, but he's not going to be able to get it as Highway pops up from underneath. Rain going in onto him. He's going to, no, he doesn't win that frag, but the mini sentry is still up as the respawn's coming up for the Specimen, but everybody's alive back for Invidus as they're using that teleporter to get forward.
Yeah, TS gotta be careful about dropping players because at this point they're losing time. It's only a 30-second advantage they have now from what was, a minute and a half advantage, and Ubers are even, so this is not a free retake by any means. They're gonna try to drive pressure here with Johnny and BM on the right. The bomb in from Highway for distraction. Pop them all up, but doesn't get anything. Snipe from Fallen coming out. And with a man advantage, they are keen to try to walk here, but Johnny gets picked off by Chalk. Chalk doing such a good job denying space.
Evil's right behind Toy, but is it just a little bit too slow to be able to do that?
Fallen knows.
But now here, Nerdaloid pushing him with against BM.
Oh my god, look at Tacos is low again from JJ Spam. Yeah. He has to get out.
JJ, oh my goodness, that last rocket would have killed him instantly, but Chalk from behind. Chalk coming in big from the submarine place, taking him down. That's a huge Uber advantage here, 90% on Tacos as he's up to full HP. As they're going to be able to recapture it. They're going to use the supercharge. That's actually pretty good for the Specimen. They probably should have saved it if they wanted to, but the big question is, can they find Toy to be able to get a frag? But Toy is nowhere to be seen right now. He's all the way back at spawn, just respawning, so going to be even Ubers are holding on to this point, and they're going to take this lead in the second round.
Yeah, not saving it isn't the worst thing because, Toy did die, so the Ubers will be even coming out. Tacos, in fact, with a small, 10% advantage. Either way, they got what they needed to. They got the recapture, and TS need to hurry up and do some contention because it doesn't look like they'll have Uber in time before the round ends.
Yeah, Chalk is going to get himself, he's going down pretty low here. A lot of pressure coming onto the point. Tacos goes down, Highway bombing in, onto Toy, gets one rocket, but not going to be able to find anything else, and that's pretty much everybody dead there for Invidus as they lose, that's 6 players. And so 30 seconds left in the clock here. This is almost the exact same ending as last round. Nerdaloid, he's alone right now. I don't know what he's doing. He's got to be careful not to get down a bad respawn wave, disconnected from his team, but he's going to actually know his pressure.
But Toy has Uber, and with this Uber, they just need to stall for 15 seconds before the round ends in their favor, TS.
Look at Chalk, though. He's in a great position. Here comes out the Ubercharge. Oh, this is a great force. Michael's going to go down, but how many else are they going to lose? They're holding on to everybody else. Chalk going for the... Nope, he gets sniped there. They know exactly what's happening. Nerdaloid's going to go down. 3 players left.
Soldier in.
Highway, he's trying his best, but he's whiffing everything. And TS will take it to the first half here, but in a much closer game than I think most people were expecting.
It's so close for Invidus. They have their fights down, they have good plays coming out, they have people making good decisions. They just can't close. It looks like they're getting nervous. They may not know what to do in a situation where they have the lead late. But either way, they have the ability to take these rounds. It's just they need to stabilize themselves, calm down, slow it down. In both rounds, they made crucial errors that they really were in an advantageous spot to win. Like, what's his face? The medic, sorry. Stalling right now for me to remember the name. Tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah, that last round they had Uber with the point, 1 second before the game ended, and they just walked into sidelines. They waited too long, let Fallen get set. Second round, it's just they were so close. That time they dropped people to pipes and spam, and then TS got the point without any contention. Really, their medic kept Uber, and they just lost it at the last second. So if they can just stabilize themselves, they definitely have the potential to take rounds.
They definitely do. I mean, one big thing to note here is Tacos died almost twice as much
Yeah.
as Toy,
And
which
that's
I
with
mean,
a
it's
chain death spree. Tacos died like 3, 4 times in a row in the middle of that round, and they still almost got it to double overtime.
yeah. I mean, it was really quite close. I felt like Tacos had the death at the end of that other round. I mean, I think the big thing is it maybe just feels like Invidus at the very tail end of rounds is just not quite being as clinical as they would like to be. But looking at the frags here, one big step out for Invidus is Josh. I saw him consistently getting really aggressive on that point, getting that chip damage as he's a top fragging in the game with 20 frags, 326 DPM, which is so. This is the interesting thing is he has one less DPM than Pablo, but he has twice the amount of frags. So Pablo has 14 assists where Josh only has 4 assists. So it's just kind of interesting there. Kind of the different play styles where I feel like Pablo isn't playing as aggressively as Josh, but they're both doing about the same amount of damage. But I think it's just like Josh is just getting the damage on the right people. They're focusing down a little bit more together. But what else are you seeing? Storylines are you seeing from these logs?
Uh, I don't want to talk about the log so much because it really is just a playstyle flip coming in. We see that one of the reasons why Josh has so many cleanup kills, despite not having a bit less DPM than Pablo, I say a bit less, they're basically tied, is that Josh is able to get aggressive off of his team's damage. Like we see Chalk doing so much work making space, Nerdloid also breaking 500 DPM, and he's able to get good cleanup frags. And while it does take skill on the scout's part to dodge, over the point and make the cleanup happen, it's mainly the combo and the damage coming in from Invidus that's making it possible for Josh to get all these cleanup frags. And whether or not that aggressive playstyle is leading to Taco's dying more is up for debate. I personally think Taco's positioning was off in a lot of places where he could have dodged a lot more damage or saved Uber 1 or 2 times. And if they're able to fix what happens there, then their aggressive playstyle is definitely buying them tons of room and time in this match.
Yeah, so we'll see what they can do. I mean, obviously both these teams are taking some time in this halftime to talk about it. Invidus is gonna need to take 2 straight here, or at least 2 of the next to put it into a overtime round. You guys are watching. If you're just joining us, you are watching the RGL.GG Week 3, Season 3 Highlander match on Cascade. I'm Sikifu, joined out here with Zagron to my side and Dolph behind the scenes. If you guys have not already checked it out, check out sixes.rgl.gg. Currently, registration is open for the next Sixes season. Already over 65 teams that are started up for this next season. Make sure that you join today. Also, check out the survey. You guys should all check out the survey. There's a link at the top of the page. Go take that survey. It includes what you think we should do for whitelist, for map selection, all that different stuff. It's really, really important. If you are interested in Sixes at all, please check out sixes.rgl.gg and please, please, please take the survey. We are really, really looking forward to your feedback. Only takes a few minutes. And so, I mean, what do you kind of looking back at this game, what do you want to see out of the Specimens? What do you think they need to keep doing if they want to secure this win?
Honestly, I think that the win for Specimens is just if they keep capitalizing on TS's or on Invidus's mistakes, because Invidus are making a lot of clutch time mistakes, and at that point TS just collapses on them with their pure DM power. People like Fallen going off, and I do want to say that shout out to Evil, over half of his kills are on Fallen, 7 of the 13. So good work on him trying to keep Fallen down, but. Really, if TS just keeps playing positions to punish mistakes, they should be able to sneak past this. It might not work against a more seasoned team, especially on a map like this, but to win this match, all they really got to do is keep doing what they're doing. If Invidus comes out with a bit more composure, then we might see them start to change it up. But for now, TS is sitting pretty really like 2-0. It's a close match, but as long as they keep doing what they're doing, it should be fine. As long as Invidus doesn't change anything. So it's really up to Invidus.
Yeah.
The onus is on them to make a change.
So we'll see what they do here as we come out to the second half. Currently 2-0 in the favor of the Specimens on blue here. And so let's see, it looks like BM took a little bit of a slower approach this time as Nerdloid gets out there early on. BM actually eats a sticky, but he's going to be able to get an arrow to get back up. Deldango dropping out there, does get spotted. Chalk and Highway, their play is known. They get completely denied there.
Yeah, just coming out. Their aggression does not work that time. The heavy in window was a big problem for them earlier. So TS really do look at that this time. It's a good change in a case where you're shutting down the aggression more, which is what you were already trying to do. But either way, you know, they'd get more cleanup kills. Murderloid went down. Importantly, Tacos stayed up, so they will have Uber for a contest. But this is really the cleanest mid-fight of the match so far, because TS got better at shutting down the aggression.
And I think it'd be one of those things where maybe Invidus needs to mix up their mid-fight, maybe send their, kind of try to sneak their heavy into the submarine area. You know, maybe try to do something, maybe, I don't know, just do something different because they knew exactly what they want to do. But here comes out the Ubercharge for Josh, walking across the point, great flashes back and forth, but it's going to be much, much better here for Blue. Are they going to be able to clean up any frags? Chalk's going to be the early pick here, but it looks like not too much besides that, as Nerdaloid is going to try to re-engage back onto this point.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I say that Fallen's bringing out a couple headshots there.
Yeah, another one we hear go off, and all this damage just deterring Invidus from walking up to the point. Proton goes down, so Fallen with free reign. Gonna walk aggressively. Your Tacos gets clapped on by Del Dongo, and just another clean wipe coming out onto Invidus, really. Del Dongo the only one going down.
Yeah, and so it's looking like Invidus coming out with a much, much stronger... This is probably their strongest half so far. I mean, obviously they had a good... Their second half, or their second round was pretty good as well. Evil does take down the heavy underneath, so that's going to put Chalk to potentially go for a submarine plane. He's trying to take that over, but BM as well as JJ Slim rotating around to try to force him out, and so Nerdaloid is going to push up over the top while it happens, but Del Dongo, he's going to pick up one, get a butter knife onto Nerdaloid, but an arrow keeps him alive here. But it looks like Invidus, great dry push coming out there. What did you see out of Invidus there that allowed them to get that point?
Just really good target focus. They got a lot of damage down. First of all, Fallen lost the SBS to Proton, and that's really the key. Is, you know, when there's no sniper, you can be aggressive a lot easier. So once Fallen was down, they really just walked forward and focused targets.
And so here we go. Pablo looks like, you know, the thing that we've seen out of TS all game is they are not hesitating to push, and here they go very early on. Tacos 97, 98%, 99 gets the 100. And just going to pop it in time as he's being pushed into, but Peanut is walking across the point, and here they get popped up in the air. Great pipe, I believe that was out of BM that stopped that forward progression. But they're going to try to hold on to this point. They are down two players right now, as BM is re-engaging on this point. And yeah, Nerdaloid, he's completely alone. He actually gets a good surf out of there, and the Specimens are going to come down with this point again.
Yeah, about a 30-second advantage coming in for the Specimens. They will have a small Uber advantage, but Invidus will be able to push on theirs when the time comes for that. They need to get players up and keep players up. We do see GJ behind going for a bomb onto the medic right now. Will force one rocket but not get the Uber off, or get the medic killed rather. So small cops Tacos does get killed by Pablo though, so the double flank combo coming in does pick him off, and Toy is alive still. Spy in does get Fallen Lord, and gets the revolver into Johnny. So they have a
Toy
couple
down
picks, but no
really
Uber.
low. Here comes the bomb. Toy. He gets it! He gets it! I did not think he was going to be able to land that. I mean, he hit the first shot, but because he's on black box as well, so
yeah, he only had 2 rockets.
Right, he did exactly. I mean, well, he had 3, right? He bombed.
Yeah,
he had used one underneath, and so I didn't realize he had it. But here goes Taco, and annihilated their beautiful combination play, coming out from both explosive classes from the Specimen, and that's going to give the Uber advantage back. And
Ooh, Proton gets the snipe on Toy in main right before he gets stabbed out. Both medics chain dying here a bit, but when that happens, the team that has the point really prospers because they don't have to do any walking forward. JJ going in will get pressure onto Highway, kills him off. So Tacos is back though, and its heals a bit faster, so they'll be able to hold in this point a bit longer. It'll probably get close to equal, but it should be a point coming back in for TS so they do have faster respawns.
Tacos! He went down to 1 HP, able to grab that med pack. He was pushed in by the engineer in an underneath play, and that forced Invidus back and to be allowed them to be able to get this point very easily. 50 seconds left on the clock. Del Dongo got caught up there.
Yeah.
No, he lives. Spicicle, it's a good weapon.
Yeah, Spicicle. I don't think so, but either way. Push back in coming in. Fallen did go down, so that's a bit of space for them to move. Invidus, they will try to get on point here. Chalk is in that window buying space as well. So really good aggression coming here. They're going to get this recap out. Del Dongo does go down. BM very low, so they have to give this up. Ooh, Highway got sniped out by Fallen. Gets put down to the ground and killed. So small man advantage, but we see Toy's crits coming out. Doesn't get a single kill yet.
He's still trying to find something, but BM not. Oh, no,
and there's
too
the
far
Uber.
in the last one. And here comes an Uber straight on Josh, trying to use that forward. And then the demo, Nerdaloid, trying to get something as well. He's actually pretty low. Needs to get an arrow. Tacos misses it. And now Johnny's walking in forward here with his team. Drop down out of JJ Slim. Gets Peanut as he gets a snipe right there. and here comes in JJ Slim over the top, 1 out of Tacos, 2 out of Tacos, and he gets cleaned up there by Del Dongo, who collaborated into that frag as
Crits popped right away.
Run the no, that was Frontier Justice out of Rain there, as 19 seconds left in the clock, and this is looking very good for the Specimens, though they do lose a few players. No Fallen,
they
no
will have
BM.
a crits creek for this though, so even though you don't have Fallen, you have a crits creek to no crits. So as long as they kite this out, it should be fine.
We'll see what they want to do. Laser, are they going to use it? Yeah, they are using it right now, but it's not finding too much. Make that 3 frags. I lied. A lot of damage coming out there. The scout goes down. Nice job there out of Proton, but they do lose the point.
They got the point.
Here comes in Johnny. Johnny from behind, but the mini sentry will keep him down.
Will not get much. TS keen to repush here. You see Evil getting the teleporter. That's not the prime pick you need when your team is 1 cap from losing, but either way, he will survive. TS looking to run back in to try to get this aggression. Tacos has 85%. If he can get Uber, this point's winnable, but Nerdloid goes down early.
92%. They're holding on to it. Here comes in JJ Slim, gets it, beautiful. Rockets gonna flash onto Chalk there, but they are surrounded right now.
They have 4 on
the
point.
music is playing. Michael's coming in from behind. What can he do? Johnny's gonna go down here underneath. They're trying to do everything to hold it on. Chalk coming in big, but triple. Here comes in JJ Slim. So much damage now. BM popping his wall, but Tacos is still alive. He's going in. He sacrifices his life to take him down. And they're gonna hold on to point with 1 second left.
Evil and Michael had a combined 3 HP left. They were the last 2 players, and the overtime expires right before Toy can get on. If Toy gets on that point, that's a win for TS. But Invidus comes out with a clutch round win here. They managed to pull themselves together at the end there. But we gotta go straight back into round 4.
Tacos sacrificed his life to kill BM and potentially win that round. Absolutely insane. Del Dongo gets spotted out here early on. His mid by Pablo goes down for the Specimen. As it looks like, once again, Invidus, they're doing the exact same push, doing a little bit slower this time. As it looks like they're trying to create some space for their team. Johnny underneath with triple, going for the submarine play here. JJ Slim also going down low. BM, though, disconnected from his team, is able to surf over the top. As it looks like...
Chalk.
Chalk doing a great job here. As also a nice job at Invidus stopping that submarine play, did not allow TS players to get behind them as they were pushing over the top, and looks like they'll finally come down with this point.
What you just saw was the ideal way to deal with an enemy submarine push. When they try to go underneath, Uber gets forced up by BM. That's a good force, but when you do that, you should push forward, kill the things on their side of the point, then focus what's behind you afterwards. So they did that. Toy went down early to Chalk's drop down, and despite getting that force onto Tacos, Toy will not have that big of an advantage because of it. So early point cap coming in, but I speak too soon. Del Dongo gets Tacos on the stab, so TS will get this point and they will get Uber off this.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything. I think everybody in Invidus is going to play a little bit passively, waiting for their team to get back alive here. Tacos going to come back up right now as Chalk's getting himself into position in this upper area. But he's running into the combo of JJ Slim as well as Pablo. Looks like both of them drop down as Evo gets himself into position.
Yeah, more spam onto Chalk. They're trying to get this heavy out of tunnel, out of the cave. He's been such an annoyance for the TS combo. The longer we're on Proton.
Look at his play coming in.
Oh my god.
Great job. Everybody collapsing onto them. Only 4 players left alive here for TS. They don't even need it. They're just going for the force, but level 3 Stitch Gun being set up inside of cave.
Oh, that's gonna stop
Slim
the point
gets popped
cap.
up. That's
they have nothing to do with that.
As
they
well.
have no spam classes.
Yeah, they have nothing that can... Oh wait, he backed off. Rain's backing off.
He is 1 HP. They must have chunked him low, so...
Yeah.
The gun will go down, but the cap comes off. And Tacos now has a 50% ad that he did manage to keep, so they will have an advantage coming in here. Time is going to even out. TS need to group together and get a push going. They love dry pressure, so we'll see them come out as soon as possible when they get their players back. But for Invidus, you're in a good spot here. As long as you don't drop Tacos to a spy or anything, you can hold this for longer. Spam the window going to force them back.
They got it. Peanut needs to be more aware of that.
Toy's dead highway.
Toy going, wow, highway, great job getting that play.
Fallen.
They got it, but they're gonna have to be forced to use here. They got to use. They can't
That's
drop
fine.
anybody.
They
do lose 1 here, but everybody else is dead. DM's way behind, but that's totally fine. Everybody's dead on TS basically. As Del Dongo, he's gonna get sap onto the sentry gun, but or the teleporter that is.
I have a criticism for TS there. They did a 7-man sack, and it's fine. That's great. You got the force, but no one was charging with Toy, so they're still at a disadvantage now because no one was charging his Uber. So with that, Invidus still in a good spot here. They're now about 45 seconds ahead, and they will have a small Uber out, so they won't get surprised on this defense coming out. They're in a good situation.
Yeah, he gets a rocket onto Tacos there, but Peanut's getting a little bit wiser, catching on to that Chalk in the upper area. But Nerdaloid's spamming from a different angle. That's going to force him to play a little bit awkward. Here comes in Chalk onto triple.
Force triple.
Not enough as BM is going to respond in kind. Chalk's going to be able to get a sandwich, though, to keep himself alive here as he's being spammed out across the point. But Peanut doing a good job spotting out Del Dongo. Highway pops up Toy. Can he survive this? No, he's going to crater as he took a little bit of damage from Josh to make sure that he went down to 1 HP and secure that kill. Johnny, though, coming in from underneath. Nobody's spotting it. Here he goes, walking in. He's going down. BM, they're trying to get the force off him.
Do not drop
so
players.
Low. They don't drop players at all. Here comes a Josh with Michael doing some nice flashing, but Josh is going to go down. Might have walked across the point. The Spy's going to come and try to make a play. Tacos is still alive. Triple, though. He's going to be... I don't know if he's going to be able to... Yeah, Chalk? No, he's going to go down.
Fight.
He's going to be able to... But they're going to hold on to this point. 33 seconds left.
Taco's small advantage, but TS should be able to get this recap. They have a lot of faster spawns. Invidus still looking to get onto point. Highway jumping in the window, forcing Fallen back, so that will buy them space, but the cap does come out. JJ actually got counter-killed by Highway. That's a great play by him to get themselves an advantage. But Tacos will have Uber slightly faster. They're going to look to dry pressure with that small mana advantage here.
Yeah, Invidus not looking like pushovers, but Tacos... Yeah, Del Dongo, big play, but now Invidus, they have nothing. Just walk forward. There's nothing else to do except just trying to make plays. Chalk is going for a submarine play right now, but can he get any pressure over the top to distract from? Here he comes. He got it. Toy! Oh, Toy's so low right now. Toy going down to 30 HP, but no one's there to clean it up. Nerd will like jump to the wrong side, and Toy will be able to... Proton, he's watching the angle of Toy. I don't know if Toy knows that. I guess he's delaying his run, so yeah.
And Rain's on him.
Yeah, Rain's going to engineer picking the sniper. Always fun.
But remember we talked about Invidus just need to stabilize, they need to slow things down. They're a minute ahead in time, they'll have time to get Uber, you know, Toy has one. You can send a sack out as long as someone's still charging and protecting your medic. So at this point, they just need to calm down, play properly, and they can take this round and send us to a third half. Right now, you know, Taco's 50% going to be soon, so there's a lot of time before this push will happen. Whether or not they want to send people in, we do see Evil getting behind, Shock getting the window control that he likes so much. Proton going down early will not help their case in finding that pick, so this is just going to come down to a final Uber fight.
Evil coming in onto Fallen, long run up, he gets spotted out there. Proton also down as well, so no pick classes here. Nerdaloid disconnected from his team, going to get nice arrow to keep him alive. But what are they going to be able to do? Is 47 seconds left the clock. Rain just going straight in. Yeah, Nerdaloid goes down. Rain's still alive. He's going to get the sniper as well as the demo man. Coming in big here.
Yeah, so with all this time they're buying with these picks, Invidus need to group together, and they only have one chance left because of this play.
Yeah, great play coming out here from TS. 26 seconds left on the clock. 100% on either side. How do they want to go? Nerdaloid starting to walk forward. They probably need to pop this early. And here he goes. Going to go on to Josh all the way across, trying to get some damage down, trying to get that force onto Toy, and finally will come out here about 50% better, much better here. But Highway's on the left-hand side. Evil's getting himself into position. The submarine play coming out from Triple. They're getting so many frags. 4 players down, but oh no! On the TS side, they came in with a big play. 1 second left. They're going to come down with this point.
Just JJ.
JJ's the only one left alive, going for a bomb. He's not going to get anything. Del Dongo's forward. Del Dongo's going to decloak and get a
there's 20 seconds.
One shot.
There's 20 seconds left.
But Nerdaloid's down for 20 seconds now from that play from Del Dongo. TS is already alive right now, and they might have been better to delay this. And here we go. TS already pushing back out here. 8 seconds left. Tacos has nobody to heal. Half the points already being captured. Tacos coming in for Chalk on the behind play. He's doing so much damage. Peanut on the backside. Here comes in High with the bomb in, but everybody is dead there. Nerdaloid just getting back up. And they're going to take it 3-1 match point in the favor of TS.
Such a close round coming out there. We did see Invidus, they tried their best with what they had to work with, but it wasn't enough. That 20 seconds left over, all that time they wasted losing players afterwards really cost them in the end. And it is match point for TS here. They're one step away from taking the first one of the season.
They're coming out onto this midpoint right now. Same play coming out from Invidus. They get it. It works this time. They take down the heavy. Johnny's so very low. And it's a 3 down on either side. Make that a little bit more for TS. As JJ Slim will go down here.
Oh, clean up.
And that's a nice job, but the medic didn't go down, so TS will have even Ubers here for the next fight.
Yeah, but taking the first point always a great advantage. You get some free seconds before the first actual Uber exchange comes out. Toy and Intaka is about the same percentage. TS is looking to regroup before they get in. We need to see where Chalk is going to position here, because if he can get good cleanup after the Uber, he can get a lot of space. It looks like he's with this combo and not in tunnel, so this is going to be a straight like full-on team versus team, ram your faces into each other coming out here as TS looking to walk up the point. Nerdaloid,
here comes out the Uber charge. Toy will use it, but it went down to 57 HP. Josh might get caught out here. But looks like, great job. They covered that submarine play coming out from Triple very well. But with 2-player advantage, make that a 3-player advantage here for TS. They're going to easily walk up onto this point, but Taco stays alive. Going to be even Ubers here.
A bit of a
As they
strange
took
play from TS though. They popped, or from Invidus rather, they popped Uber first while being on the defensive side, so their Uber was worse. They got pushed back and cleaned up off of. I don't know if they were trying for some kind of aggressive Uber play, but normally you're just keen to sit there and wait until they pop into you, because they have to.
And Proton also goes down here from the play of Del Dongo, so it's going to give a sniper advantage for the team holding on to the point of the Specimen. And so Highways looks like he wants to go underneath the point, trying to go back up here. Here comes the bomb onto... He can't find it. He's looking for Toy, but Toy went down underneath in that lower area. And so it looks like... but I mean, they need to get the frag. They weren't going to get a force off there because, you know, Toy wasn't even 100%
They're
yet.
just waiting for Uber at this point for Tacos to push back in, so those kind of plays are fine. JJ needs to get denied here. We'll get reflected back by Peanut. So once they get all their players that they can go in, Chalk flanks behind and gets a kill on the Fallen. So losing your heavy for a sniper in this situation is actually pretty good because you can walk forward now without having to worry about him.
Yeah, and here we go. Highway's going to go down early in this fight. Uber charge gets used. Not looking great, but Peanut actually utilizes his pop-up there, as they're going to, once again, TS going for a submarine play, gets denied, but BM's all the way behind. He's actually all the way behind right now. JJ Slim jumping onto Nerdaloid. Looks like he's going to go down. Nice
submarine
there.
from triple.
And they're turning this out. They're turning this around.
Toy's dead.
Invidus. It is a 4v3. BM as well as Fallen are the 4 players for their team, but are they going to be able to hold on as Fallen takes down Highway?
Yeah, Fallen's going to try his best. They will get taken in the end by Invidus. They'll get this cap, and they have a small advantage because of the defensive medic spawn timer. Also, Toy died a bit later. But either way, they need to even out this clock. They're about 50 seconds behind Invidus, and if they can just get their Uber
Fallen
up, they will
down.
get the pick on Fallen. So that's a lot of space that buys them to look. Del Dongo going to decloak on
Dongo?
point here. The rocket blasted the Demoman out, but he will get the cleanup on him. So aggressive RTS looking over 4. We do see Chalk with the submarine play onto Toy. Look at that, he will get that medic pick. So TS has to sack forward here to get Tacos. Otherwise, you're at a disadvantage and a disadvantage on the clock.
Taco's
There's
so
Johnny.
Aggressive. Tacos, what is he doing? He like
Saved.
walked
Del Dongo's
forward.
going to be on him soon, though. They know where he is. Here's the bomb.
Oh, Taco.
They got the medic pick. All Invidus need to do are play back. If you kite out the aggression and the sack plays, you're at an advantage in time, in Uber, and you're looking good to close out the round. But they just got too aggressive. They didn't need to do that at that point. They just need to play confidently and collectively. But either way, we do see an advantage coming in for TS here. They now have the setup back onto point. 28% advantage coming in, and now they're keen to take this round into the match.
This is looking very good for them right now. It's going to be really a question of how did Invidus want to do this. Evil's going for a decloak on Fallen. He's going to get it. He's going to get it right before it goes down. There's a soldier who spotted him out, but just not early enough. As JJ Slim drops down onto the heavy, they will trade themselves out as Triple's getting himself into an underneath position. Each medic, though, despite Tacos going down, but Triple, here he goes. He delayed using his shots, and he gets the frag. I think he just stayed revved up. He didn't even shoot until he had a clear line of sight out of Tacos, and he's going to come down with the frag. Nice job there. Highway from underneath. It's going to get Tacos down incredibly low, but he does not get the force because he's not at 100% yet there. And so 20 seconds left on the clock.
Invidus are panicking here. They're just walking people to point the second they get there. They can get cleaned up one by one because of that. We just see JJ. He gets a kill, but it reflected down by Peanut. Great play to trade evenly there. Proton gets the off angle on the fall and winning that. So now Invidus has to walk on. They get the point.
They take down BM.
They get the Uber Force. They need to kite this out, though. If Tacos dies here, it's over.
Yeah, they're going to try. Tacos cutting all the way back, doing a good job with that. Now they need to collapse back onto the point. There's no BM forward here. Great job. Highway gets some decent damage down. He's going to get pushed back.
The submarine spotted out.
Somehow Spotted will go down. As TS, they want to push back. No Nerdaloid, no Highway, so no explosive classes. All the big classes. Chalk is going to have to go big here, but 16 seconds left. I don't know how much he can do alone here. He's getting a lot of damage down.
But then you're gonna have to recap. They cannot be on Uber. They cannot be having Uber and pop up. But it's crits actually. So Chalk walking forward these lasers gets one. Tacos gets sniped out though, so his medic is gone, and they need this recapture now. Otherwise, overtime closes it out.
They gotta kill
Triple's
Triple.
back.
He's gonna pick up one. He's probably gonna pick up another here as Josh goes down. JJ Slim on the backside cleaning up, and that's going to be it here as the Specimen are going to close it out 4-1, but they have to be not comfortable with how close that game was. And Invidus have to feel a little bit you know, like as close as that game was, there's clear fundamental things that they can work on to turn this around. And I'm looking forward, if these two teams meet in the playoffs, what that is going to be looking like. Because if Invidus cleans up their play just a little bit, that's going to be a much, like this game easily could have gone the other way.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting to think about because, by the way, I predicted 4-1, so I'm a genius. But on a more serious tone, Invidus definitely have what it takes to take more rounds off these, the higher up, favorited playoff teams. And if they can come in as a fringe playoff team and fix their mistakes, they have a chance to make a splash in playoffs come that time.
Absolutely. So let's take a look here at let me see if I can grab the logs. Eh, my shit's not. I should swear. My stuff's not working.
I got the logs up. It was definitely a longer round because obviously you had 3 rounds coming in, or a longer half rather. We did see a tie on the TS side with Pablo and Del Dongo for the top frag. Overall, they definitely had a lot more kills. It was 171, 132, so a 40 difference, 10k damage difference. But even with all that, TS still made Invidus still made every round close. And when that happens, where a team has a lot more damage and a lot more frags, it means that the damage and frags that the team with less has are going to be more important a lot of the time. Because if they have less, but they're making the rounds close, that just has to be that way. So I do want to attribute that to Invidus's coordinated play. They walked forward so much with their team, so all the damage they got turned into pressure. Whereas a lot of the damage that TS got and a lot of the kills were in a bit more free time, off time. We see Rain walking into the enemy house getting 3 kills. Like, that's fantastic. It helps you win the round. But it's also one of the reasons why you see them coming out with so much higher stats, people fragging more, getting more damage, but the rounds being really that close in the end.
Yeah, I mean, even one thing to note is the healing rate. Toy at 26.6, and Taco's at 21.3. So, I mean, about 5,000, a little over 5,000 more healing in the favor of Toy, despite, I mean, Taco only died 3 times more, which I don't feel like you would get. That's inherently like an instant 5,000 more heal. So I'm kind of curious about where that came from, but that definitely, I mean, obviously getting those extra heals and stuff is going to help you out. Obviously, the kill frags heavily in the favor of TS, but as you said, I just maybe the timing of them wasn't as important, in some of those ways. Looking at, let's just take a quick look here. Looking at the spy play, so Del Dongo killed Proton 9 times, Evil killed Fallen 8 times. So both these snipers not having a great day with
And
the
that's about what you
spies.
can hope for your spies, to just camp those guys out, especially one of them is Fallen. And speaking of Fallen, the biggest difference really this game was Fallen versus Proton. We used to see Fallen coming out with so many clutch picks, so many high pressure angles that it was hard for Invis to play around. And in the end, they do pick up their first win of the season, a relief for Fallen Lord, at this point with his performance. But it's still a bit of a question mark because this team wants to compete for a top 3 spot, possibly like, second, first, even if they want to. And to do that, they need to fix all the mistakes they make. And when you're dropping rounds to Invidus, although Candy did do it as well, you need to figure out what's going wrong at that time. Because this team should be really good. Their roster on paper is really good. They were so close to taking rounds off K&D, and other than that, they just need to come together. And come playoff time, I think we will see that happen. It's just for now they're looking a bit shakier than they should.
Yeah, and as I'll be curious to see if they're able to kind of clean it up here. And also, I mean, same thing with Invidus. Like, again, like I don't think Invidus is going to be a team that's going to be challenging for first place, but I definitely think it's a team that could challenge for third or even second place potentially if they really kind of get their cards together. But I definitely think that they could. They're a realistic shot for that third place. If they kind of continue to. Continue to just make their play better and better. But looking at these combined logs, we can see Josh tied with Fallen Lord at 42 frags. Del Dongo, the spy, coming up big there, 41. We talked about how spies are going to have an impact inside this game. JJ Slim, I feel like he had much more of an impact kind of in the later rounds. Had a good job spamming down tacos, getting that kind of free damage down onto there. As Nerdaloid was actually the one who top damaged in that game, just slightly ahead of BM, though BM with a lot more frags. It's interesting that BM has, again, slightly less damage, but 13 more frags compared to Nerdaloid, despite them having about the same amount of deaths and same amount of assists there. So, kind of, I think it'd be interesting to see their kind of play styles and stuff like that. But I'm looking forward to these two teams meeting up again. And just another good shout out, Sixes at RGL.GG. We have a traditional Sixes League coming up here. If you're interested in trying out Sixes, getting signed up, definitely go do that right now. Sixes.rgl.gg. Also, again, I'll post a survey here inside of chat. If you guys are interested in trying out sixes, if you want to play sixes, we are looking to get feedback from our potential player base to see what rules and changes they want for the first season. So if you want to have an impact, that is how you can have it. So please, please, please give us your opinion. It takes literally just like 3-4 minutes, but it makes a big deal. Don't let others decide what your league should be. Let you decide and give us your opinion. Every vote counts, especially in our size of our community. So please do take the time to go fill that out. But kind of coming in here, any final thoughts you want to give, Zeg?
Not really. That game went about as I expected. You know, we did see TS come out as a stronger team overall, but Invidus definitely have what it takes to take rounds. They just need to get their team play in order. And come later in the season, I think if we see them do that, we'll have a very interesting playoff bracket.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what comes from this. But at least we saw a round being taken off there for Invis, so it's going to help them with their point total when it comes to playoff time. But I think with that, we'll call it a night. I am Sigafu, joined out here with Zeg to my side and Dolphin behind the scenes. Thank you again to Invidus as well as the Specimens. Congratulations to the Specimens for winning tonight. And we'll leave it off there. We'll see you next Monday for our next match. Thank you so much and have a great night.